Good morning, Mr. Olbrooks.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
A little bit. Hold on a second. My something wrong with my volume. Let me get that to work.
Okay, great.
Let's see. Okay, how's that? Can you hear me?
Good. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, great, perfect. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, it's just about 1 minute to go. And we're on YouTube and the whole thing, is that right?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you able to see my share screen?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I got the agenda right up there. And so they got your contact information. I see you're right there at the bottom, right?
Yep.
So they can email or call you right there? Okay, all right.
You absolutely can.
All right, for the record, let's get started. It's March 15th, 2021, 9:00 a.m. I'm Phil Albrecht, hearing examiner for the City of Lakewood. We have a conditional use permit application to consider this morning. LU-20-00183. Andrea Bell from the City of Lakewood Planning Department will tell us what the application is about. And when she's done, we'll move on to the applicant if they want to make any comments. After that, we'll move on to the public, and I'll explain to the public at that point how you can all participate and make your comments. And then we'll move back to staff comments to provide rebuttal and answer questions. And finally, the applicant gets the final word. Now, by state law, I'm only allowed to consider evidence that's already in the record. And let me, actually, Andrea, could I share my screen just to get down to the exhibit list?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why don't we do that real quick?
Would you like, I have the exhibit list. Would you like me to pull it up?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you do that? Yeah. Okay,
right,
by state law, I'm only allowed to consider documents that are admitted into the record as exhibits. And Ms. Bell just went down her staff report to page 7, which identifies the exhibits that staff provided to me in advance and that I'm now going to put into the record. If any of you out there either need to see any of these documents or object to their entry in the record, go ahead and raise your virtual hand. You should have a button at the bottom of your screen that shows a hand. Just click on it and let us know. And or if you're participating in this Zoom meeting, unmute yourself and say you object. And let me see if I see any raised hands. Check here. Nope, no raised hands. It looks like actually Ms. Bell and myself are the only persons participating in the Zoom meeting itself. Ms. Bell, is there anybody, can you tell who's watching the video at all?
It doesn't appear that anyone is at this point.
Okay, yeah, and by video I mean on YouTube. So we just have Ms. Bell and myself who are participating. So with that, I'll admit exhibits A through I. All right, Ms. Bell, I'll let you go ahead. Let me swear you in real quick. Just raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth in this proceeding? You do? Okay, all right, go ahead then. Anything you want to say? And of course, I've read everything, so I have a fairly good background on it.
Of course. So I'll give my standard presentation. Good morning, everybody. My name is Andrea Bell. I've been the project planner for the proposed Hunter Single Family Residential Edition Conditional Use Permit. The applicant and property owner, Tricia Hunter, has proposed the construction of a 320 square foot addition to her existing 1,289 square foot single family residence. This 320 square foot addition will include a bathroom and a closet, which will be attached to the existing master bedroom. The residence is located at 3302 86th Street South, which is located in the Air Corridor 2 zoning district. The existing residence was originally built in 1960 when the city of Lakewood was not incorporated and the property was under Pierce County jurisdiction. Under current codes, a single-family residential development is not a permitted use in military-related zoning districts, including AC2. Residences located within military districts are considered legally non-conforming and pursuant to LMC 18A 40.130.d. LMC is Lakewood Municipal Code for those that don't know. Alteration or modification of non-conforming existing uses and structures require approval of a conditional use permit. The AC2 zoning district is also identified as an accident potential zone 2 per the Air Insulation Compatible Use Zone Program developed by JBLM and incorporated into the City of Lakewood Municipal Code under LMC 18A.40.130. Under this code section, the City of Lakewood would consider the following: incorporating land use compatibility and updates to its comprehensive plan, establishing or strengthening the permitting process for structures that could pose risk to aviation operations, and consider the use of disclosure, deed restrictions, hold harmless agreements, etc., to address aircraft safety and noise, incorporating specific land use compatibility requirements into local zoning codes and ordinances, and incorporating considerations of aircraft safety and military operational noise into local jurisdictional planning and permitting processes. Based on the small size of the addition, the intent of the addition, which does not include additional sleeping areas, the consistency with surrounding community character, and no potential for negatively impacting aircraft safety or aviation operations, staff has determined that the proposal is in compliance with the standards for development within military-related zones and the flight path. As proposed, it appears that the new addition is in substantial compliance with the City of Lakewood Land Use and Development Code, as well as the comprehensive plan. Building permits are required for full project approval and have already been submitted through the City of Lakewood Building Department, but have not yet been approved. Subject to the conditions set forth in the staff report, the Community Development Department determines that findings can be made for granting the approval of the conditional use permit for the Hunter Single Family Residential Addition.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Bell. All right, like I said before, I see in the attendant list I have for this Zoom meeting, there's nobody else who's participating. And Ms. Bell, still nobody on the YouTube either, is that right?
I don't see anything.
Nothing, okay. Well, I'd say just post your contact information just in case we're missing something. If somebody were participating by the YouTube, how would they phone in right now to make a comment? I don't recall how you do that.
So the way that it works is the Zoom situation, if they were like looking at the being live on YouTube, the information for the Zoom login, which was sent out with the public hearing notice on our website, which is posted in our public notices on the legal section, it has the call-in information. So they would be able to pull that information and call into the Zoom call in order to attend.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, is that on the YouTube webpage right now, or do you know?
I don't believe it's on the YouTube webpage right this moment, but I know that it was published on the 8th along with the staff report under our legal documents section for public notices.
And just in case somebody's watching and we can't tell, which is unlikely, I know, but in case you're out there and you're trying to participate, you can call that phone number then at the bottom of the screen and let Ms. Bell know you want to participate, and then she'll patch you in. I guess for future reference, Ms. Bell, maybe we should have a slide that shows how people can participate in the Zoom meeting, I was thinking.
Yeah, I agree. I can put that on the agenda like this in the future, just in case.
Yeah, that would probably help just in case. Yeah, not surprising today we don't have anyone participating. You know, it's a pretty,
It doesn't totally surprise me. We had literally no public comment. We didn't even really have much agency comment other than they wanted to make sure, it was conditioned that it gets a building permit. And really the only person I've talked to throughout this process has been the applicant. And she was sent that information and she was going to, try to attend if she didn't have to work. So I'm not super surprised, but it is strange that it's just you and I.
Yeah, but it's very straightforward, and it's one of those where it probably didn't even need a permit to begin with from a, you know, from a planning standpoint, but it's one of those code things that sometimes comes up. So anyway, I'll go ahead and close the hearing, and yeah, it's an easy approval, and we'll get that out in a couple weeks. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Ms. Bell.
Okay,
See you next
that
time.
sounds great. Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Have a
Sure.
good one. Bye.
You too.